What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back for another top 10. Once again, bars out here rhyming, just natural to me, man. Another random top 10, man. This top 10 bugs of all time. Number 10, Roly Polies, man. Roly Polies. I don't even know their real scientific name. They roll when you touch them. I love it. They turn into little balls, and you can just throw the ball at somebody. Hit somebody in the eye with it, like, what was that? Roly Poly. So nobody's ever scared of a Roly Poly. Nobody's ever panicking, freaking out, and just like, oh, it's a Roly Poly. If you saw one on you, you'd be like, oh, look, balls up. Any bug that you can have on you and not panic, like you're never sure if it's a Roly Poly, but instinct always tells you that's a Roly Poly right there. Then you touch it, guess what? Roly Poly, now it's a ball. I want to see a bunch of them at one time so I can just have a bunch, roll them like dice. Number 9, ants. Ants are number 9, the hardest working beings on the planet. Always working, man. Who works harder than ants? Nobody. Every time you see them, look like business is going on. Oh, they got to get there, man. Oh, there's a meeting going on. We got to get this up by this time. It look like, when you look at ants, it make you think you're not working hard enough. They inspire me to work hard. Like, man, I'm tired. Then you look down, you see an ant moving, carrying something 2 times its size. I'm like, yo, man, you right about that. Let me get to work. They working constantly, man. You ever see an anthill and kind of mess it up? So dishonorable, but man, you come back a little bit later, they will rebuild. You're like, oh, you a real piece of work for this, and they just mobilize, rebuild. They'll ruin your picnic, but I'm gonna say that for another day, man. But right now, number 9, if ants had an Instagram page, I would follow them just so I can work harder, man. Ants, man, keep working. Number 8, scorpions, man. Scorpions are just dope. I don't consider them bugs per se, because they don't even look like machines. They look like something somebody created for like a comic book or some sci-fi, some action figures or something like that. They look like the perfect just creature, like, yo, I want to make some. God was like, I want to make something real cool looking, man. It's gonna have like claws and like a tail. It looks like it's just ready for battle. If you like action, how can you not feel a scorpion? It look like they're ready for it, man. They got lobster hands, a tail, spider legs. They're in the spider family. They're arachnids. So it's like, man, they got weapons everywhere, man. I feel like they would never lose a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because not you got all this going on, and then you got the tail for the backup. You holding something in place, bring the tail around. Oh, man. Weaponry right here. You got the huge black ones, the little small white ones, man. So many different kinds. But I've never seen them enough, man. Like, I've never come across just a random scorpion, maybe like once or twice in my life. And I've been out west. Like, I've been to Arizona, New Mexico, Cali. Where the scorpions at, man? Where y'all at? I kind of want to see one in my apartment. I want to see if I'm brave enough to catch a scorpion and throw it back outside. I probably will. Yeah. But they say the smaller the scorpion, the more deadly they are. So keep that in mind. If you see a big one, you can kind of relax, even though it's gonna be scary because it's gonna be the size of a Buick in your kitchen. But the small ones are the ones to watch out for. Either way, they are some dope looking bugs right there. Scorpions, my number 8. Number 7, dragonflies. These are the helicopters in the bug gang. I like dragonflies because they never land on me. Every time I see one, I'm never paranoid it's gonna land on me. I know they're about business. They out here eating. They got a crazy appetite. They say dragonflies are so hungry that if you caught one and brought its tail around to the mouth area, they would eat their own tail. That's what I read in the book somewhere. I was like, what, who's that hungry? You don't know you're eating yourself? It's gonna hurt. That meal is gonna hurt. Dragonflies, man, they out here eating mosquitoes. I love it. You see a lot of dragonflies by the little pond? Yes, let them do work. These gnats and mosquitoes are so annoying. Bring the dragonflies in. And they never ruin your picnic. They're not landing on your food. They're like, nah, I don't eat sandwiches and hummus and carrots. Where the bugs at? They stay focused out here, man. You just see a little helicopter just fly right by your table. Dragonflies, my number 7. Number 6, Firefly. These bugs light up. They're not everywhere. They're not all across America, but they're definitely in the Midwest. We used to love them, you know what I'm saying? Lightning bugs. You never saw them until they lit up. It's like, yo, how cool is that? You just outside kicking it, you just see little lights here and there randomly. Boom, boom, boom. So dope. And then when you see it regular, they look pretty cool on their own. Like little beetle looking joints, got a little red head, you know, and then the back opens up, boom, they can light that up. Kids used to be real, like, the kids I grew up with were heartless, man. They would take the little booty off, the little light booty off, and put it in there like a little earring. I was like, you just ripped the bug's booty off. Man, it was heartless. I never had the guts to do it. I was just like, I just caught them, you know, put them in the jar and then put the holes in the jar and like keep it for a little bit, let them go. And they be all in your face too. Nobody ever panicked. You know what I'm saying? It was something calming about that light, man. Animals are just better than us, man. The fact that they can just light up, humans are just jealous. That's what we do, the most horrible things that we can, just because we can't do what they do. Imagine if you could just light up. Imagine if your booty cheeks lit up. Great, man. Fireflies, number 6. Number 5, praying mantis. You know what makes a praying mantis so cool? They're so visual. Like a lot of these bugs I mentioned, you can't really see what's going on. You don't really know what they're looking at. You can't see their face. Praying mantis, you see everything they got. You see the head, you see the hands, you know, they looking at you. You can tell when they're looking at you. That's the thing, man. Like with these other bugs, you can't really tell if they're looking at you or not. But praying mantis, they will follow you as you walk across the room. You'll see the head just move. It's creepy, but at least you know, oh, it's looking dead at me, man. And they're aggressive, weird, creepy, you know, scary. The scary thing about a praying mantis, if it was our size, it would eat us, for sure. That's the scary part. If it was a 7-foot praying mantis in the hallway, it's coming for you. That's the creepy part right there. They're eating all kinds of meat. Some people feed praying mantises ground beef. That lets you know that, man, it would grab me up and just start here and just go to work. That's creepy as hell, man. But since they're so little, you know, we're safe. But man, it's still creepy, man. I had one in my apartment complex. It was following me, man. Started out at the bottom of the staircase. I live on the 2nd floor. It was at the bottom of the steps. I watched him watch me go up the steps because his head turned. Came back the next day, he was further up the steps. He was in the middle piece. I was like, oh, you must be looking for bugs, huh? Because there's always moss in that area. He's like, yeah, I'm looking for bugs, whatever you say. He followed me again with his head. Came back again, he was upstairs closer to my door this time. I was like, all right, you're creeping me out, praying mantis. He was like, what you mean? The final straw. I opened the door, he was on my screen. I was like, you know what, you got to go. You got to go. Sad part is, I think he came inside my apartment. Because one time I opened the door, he was down there by the door. And I was like, but I think he got in and one of my roommates caught him. I think he killed him. It was sad. I don't kill praying mantises. Something about killing a praying mantis just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't sit well in my soul. They're too visual. That's like killing the person. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see him see the shoe you about to smash him with. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, put the New Balance down, man. Put the New Balance down. Don't do this. Don't do this, man. That's too visual for me, man. Like, just kick them out, you know? I know they're aggressive. I know they might attack you, but just take the attack and throw them out. He's not gonna kill you. Anyway, number 5, praying mantis. Number 4, bees. Bees are number 4, man. You know I like bees? Honey, man. They got product on the shelves. They are the only bugs in this top 10 that can brag that they got product in every grocery store in America. They got what we need. You know what I'm saying? And they're cool looking, man. You know what I'm saying? They got a hive, they work in there, they got a whole system set up, they got a queen, they got drones, they got women that go out and do all the work, you know what I'm saying? They like lions out here in a sense. They go out here, they do all the work, they pollinating, they bringing it back. They can sting you, that's the only scary part. That's why people are scared of bees. It's not the way they look, it's a fact, because they look cuddly. When you want to talk about bugs and being cuddly, they look like one of the more cuddly ones out there. They furry, they got the yellow and black, you know what I'm saying? They look like a good time. If you had to hug a bug, wouldn't you hug a bee? And the sad part is they'll die when they sting you, man. That's the cold reality. That's very romantic. Like they will die for you. That's passion right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, man, bees. Number 3, ladybugs, man. Ladybugs. I'm not wearing this hoodie just to match the ladybug aesthetic, but it's funny that all the ladybugs are considered ladybugs, even the men. Like, I ain't no lady, man. Yeah, you are. Just take it. All right, I'll take it. Ladybugs, man. Nobody ever has issue with ladybugs. When you ask people, what kind of bug would you want to be? I'm like, I'll be a ladybug. Usually ladybug or butterfly is the go-to answer. If you had to eat a bug, what would you be? What would you eat? People be like, I guess a ladybug, maybe. They look like a good little sweet snack or whatever. But ladybugs are just cool, man. It's that pattern. It's something about the red and black pattern. It's something about that, man. It's dope to see. When you see one, it's like, hey, a ladybug, what's up, man? It's like the hip person that got to your game there. Hey, ladybug, what's happening? I let one sit on my arm one time. It bit me. I was pissed. I was like, you, the ladybug. I let it sit there. I flicked it. Yeah, man. Disrespecting me out here, man. But ladybugs, man, they're popular for a reason. I get excited when I see them. Always welcome. Always welcome with me. Ladybug, number 3. Number 2, butterflies. Butterflies are my number 2 just because they're beautiful. The wings are absolute beauty. When you think of, you gotta think about the images some of these bugs create. When you think of butterflies, you think about peace, a happy ending, safety, life, warmth. They represent like a good feeling when you see a butterfly, you know what I'm saying? It's something about it. And the whole thing they changed from the whole story. Like you start out as a caterpillar, then they turn into this butterfly, a creature that looks completely different than where they started out. It's just an amazing story. And it's like, yo, it's amazing that this becomes this. People use butterflies as metaphors for life all the time, man. Butterflies, I don't think they realize how popular they are in the game. I mean, it's a lot of people out here, you know, taking them and killing them and then putting them on display. It's pretty tragic, but, you know. Close up, though, butterflies are ugly in the face. Like, their face is hideous. Like, they look like flies in the face. But the wings, though, the wings. The wings are the star of the show, man. And they say if a butterfly lands on you, it's good luck. That's another thing. I had a butterfly land on me one time. It was one of those, I call them just the plain butterflies. It was just one color. I think it was either white or yellow. It landed on me. I was like, yo, I'm out here, man. I'm out here. Butterflies, number 2. Number 1, and I know this is not gonna be a popular pick, spiders, man. Spiders are my number 1, simply because they had such an impact on me. I was deathly afraid of spiders for years until I became a dad and I was like, let me conquer the fear. So I studied these creatures, man. And they're just amazing. Even though they're creepy as hell, they are amazing. Like the varieties, the way they look, some of them don't even use webs, they just tackle you. That's a jumping spider. Some of them use intricate webs that you can see on Spider-Man's costume. Crazy that they can just set this up the same way every time. And it's dope. Like an orb spider's web is so dope that a creature can just do this instinctually is amazing. And they can't see good, but they can still do everything they need to do. They can build a house from everything they have within them. Some of them can kill us. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? A brown recluse bite, black widow bite, man. They can take us out. You got wolf spiders, you got jumping spiders, you got black widows, brown recluse, you got the regular spider that you can't identify that's always in your house. Like, get out of here. Why are you in here? Like, you don't know what kind it is, but like, you got to go. You know, they in the corner, you know what I'm saying? And they eat the bugs that really get on your nerves. You know, they're vital out here. If we lost spiders, oh man, it'd be terrible out here, man. They do us a great service. They eating all these bugs. They're always everywhere. The only thing I don't like about spiders, they don't clean up after themselves. Clean up, man. Clean your mess up. That's the only thing, man. Just because we're not in the garage for a week, don't just take over the garage. Clean your stuff up. You're not even over there anymore. You're leaving your food behind. It's just, spiders just have no respect for cleaning up after themselves. That's the only thing I don't like about these cats, man. But they're number 1 because, you know, Spider-Man. We wouldn't have Spider-Man without spiders. You know what I'm saying? And silk, let's talk about silk, man. Spiders, man, number 1, man. Let me know your top 10 bugs of all time in the comment section below. What did you think about my list? Is anybody on my list making yours? I guarantee you a few will, man. Let me know, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and as usual, we out here.